I'm going to review a little some Qigong fundamentals today. So Qigong is a practice that involves slow flowing movements and usually some deep breathing and in order to provoke kind of a calm meditative state. So it's kind of a moving meditation. The origin is from China. So yes, it comes from China originally. Okay. How old is Qigong? Depends on what reference you cite, but anywhere from like 2,000 to 6,000 years old. Okay, so what's Qigong about? Okay, so the term itself means energy work. So Qi for energy or Gong for work. Another way to translate it is life, energy, cultivation. Some predecessors to Qigong, other names this was known as things like Daoyin, which means stretching and pulling or gymnastics. Another term is Yangsheng, nourish life, kind of a more general term for longevity practices in the Taoist tradition. And then martial arts schools had something called Neigong or internal work, okay, like internal martial arts, okay. So the term Qigong had been around, but it really wasn't used like we use it now until about the 1940s when the Chinese government kind of consolidated a lot of these kind of life enhancement, self-cultivating exercises into one kind of umbrella term. They did the same thing with acupuncture, they did the same thing with herbology during the Cultural Revolution. The general idea was to de-emphasize, the spiritual aspects, the mysticism, and kind of more the elite schools and lineages. Right now, Qigong itself is under the administration of sport in China, and they have several approved styles, such as the eight brocades, okay, or eight pieces of silk. Qi itself, what does that mean? Can be translated to like vital energy. Within Chinese medicine, they kind of like to keep things like free flowing. One of my teachers used to say there's no such thing as bad energy or negative energy. In that point of view, it's just things that aren't moving, aren't floating. So, like, if you went to an acupuncturist, they'd be trying to, like, say, unblock the channel so things flow more smoothly throughout your body. Okay. Another way to think about chi or energy is like differing states of matter. So, at a higher vibration, things would be more like light, ethereal. At a slower vibration, things would be more consolidated, dense. And that kind of corresponds to the concept of yin and yang or yin and yang. Yin being more consolidated, more solid, yang being more ethereal, more. Uh, okay. There's generally three general regulations in Qigong. Things, it's all about how you move, how you breathe, and what you think. Okay. Different styles will put emphasis on either of those, any of those, the posture, breath, and tension. When you're doing a form, it's good to know how to do all three, but you can choose to focus like, okay, today I'm just going to work on the movement, uh, you know, try to get that form down. Or maybe tomorrow I'm just going to work on my breathing and aligning my breath with the movement. Or I'm going to, work on the visualization because sometimes there can be a visualization attached to it. Like in my video, flying crane spreads its wings. You visualize yourself as a crane. Spreading out your wings things like that. Or there could be one where you're like more like a dragon, you're kind of dipping into the ocean, sea, things like that. Okay. As far as like Qigong, there's different type of practitioners out there. You have people who are more like instructors, Qigong teachers. You have people who more work like a coach, a therapist, kind of like a life coach, help you out with your issues. You have energy workers, just like Reiki or like healing touch, quantum touch, things like that. They have that aspect within Qigong traditions. You also have religious orders, people like the Shaolin Temple, Falun Gong, things like that, which may incorporate all of those within their traditions. And even if you're not associated with one of those religious orders, you can still also be, an instructor, a therapist, and an energy worker. Okay. All right. So that was just kind of a brief overview of Qigong and some things, just more about it, Um, you know, and you can check out my other video. Actually, I'm going to attach this to the introduction to Qigong course. And yeah, just check it out. And don't forget to like and subscribe.